She didn't wake up one day and decide to lose herself. It happened slowly, quietly, almost invisibly. She believed love meant patience. She believed sacrifice was proof of commitment. She believed that if she loved him deeply enough, things would eventually change. But loving him more than herself slowly cost her everything. When they first met, it felt effortless, like fate had gently nudged them toward each other. He wasn't flashy. He didn't overwhelm her with gifts or grand gestures. He was quiet, thoughtful, attentive in ways that felt rare. A hand resting on her back when she laughed too hard, remembering small details about her day, asking questions she didn't expect anyone to ask. She liked that he listened without judgment. She liked that he asked about her feelings and genuinely wanted to know the answers. She liked feeling like she was the only person who could reach him. At the time, it felt like connection. It felt like love. It felt like someone had finally seen her for who she really was. What she didn't realize was that in admiring his quiet depth, she was slowly giving herself away. Love can be subtle like that. It can disguise self-abandonment as devotion. At first, the warning signs were almost invisible. He would cancel plans at the last minute, blaming work or exhaustion. He would disappear for hours, leaving her anxious and waiting. Sometimes he spoke sharply, then apologized in ways that felt hollow, leaving her confused but hopeful. She told herself relationships aren't perfect. She told herself everyone has bad days. She told herself he'd been hurt before and that she just needed to be patient. Every time she raised a concern, he nodded, promised to do better, and then forgot. And every time, she forgave him, not because it was easy, but because she wanted to believe in him. Gradually, she began adjusting herself. She walked on eggshells around his moods. She shrank her expectations. She silenced small frustrations before they could become conversations. And she ignored the quiet voice whispering inside her. This isn't healthy. Something feels off. Love can make us ignore our instincts. It can make red flags look like harmless quirks. As the months passed, she didn't notice she was disappearing. Her laughter became quieter. Her dreams became optional. Her needs were tucked away, carefully hidden, so she wouldn't inconvenience him. When he was distant, she blamed herself. When he was affectionate, she felt relief, not joy. Her identity slowly tangled itself around his moods. She gave endlessly, her time, her energy, her love. She adjusted her schedule to match his, her plans to fit his comfort. She became the constant in a relationship where he was intermittent. One night, she sat alone in her apartment, scrolling through old messages, and it hit her. She couldn't remember the last time she felt completely herself. Her chest ached, but she pushed the feeling down. It's okay, she told herself. I love him. That's enough. But it wasn't enough. The breaking point wasn't dramatic. It was quiet. She was standing in the kitchen, making dinner, when she realized she hadn't spoken her truth in weeks. She'd been laughing at jokes she didn't find funny, nodding at things she didn't agree with, smoothing herself down over and over again. She looked at her reflection in the mirror and barely recognized the woman staring back. And suddenly, it became clear. She felt lonelier with him than she ever did alone. She had been loyal to someone only partially committed, consistent with someone inconsistent, fully invested in someone unwilling to meet her halfway. And in that moment, she finally understood. I am giving love to someone who doesn't value it, and in doing so, I am losing myself. The realization was painful, but it was necessary. She finally understood something she had avoided for so long. Love should not silence you. Love should not make you feel invisible. Love should not require you to shrink. She realized that patience without change is self-betrayal, that understanding without reciprocity leads to resentment, that compromise without respect is dangerous. She knew she had to choose herself, not out of anger, not out of pride, but out of self-respect. And the hardest truth of all, walking away meant leaving someone she loved, but leaving herself meant losing everything. Healing didn't happen overnight. Walking away wasn't easy. She questioned herself constantly. Did I give up too soon? Could I have loved harder? Am I making the wrong choice? But slowly, quietly, she began to find herself again. Her laughter returned unforced and real. Her confidence grew not from validation, but from trust in herself. Her boundaries stopped feeling like walls and started feeling like protection. She learned to listen to her instincts again. She learned to love without losing herself. She learned that choosing herself wasn't selfish. It was essential. This story isn't about blame. It's about awareness. If you constantly feel the need to prove your worth to someone else, you're in the wrong place. Love should feel safe, mutual, supportive. It should nurture you, not drain you. Never love someone so deeply that you forget to love yourself. Some lessons hurt to learn, but they protect us for a lifetime. And this was one of them. Thank you for listening. And remember this, your peace and your growth are worth more